Welcome to Shop Strategy, the deep dive designed to arm you with critical knowledge for your Shopify store. Today, we're unlocking the power of a tool that's, well, often overlooked, yet holds immense potential for e-commerce success: your Shopify blog. We're going to explore why a smart blog strategy isn't just, a side project, but actually a central pillar for organic growth, and how to genuinely transform it into a sales-generating asset. And speaking of strategies for growth and boosting sales, this deep dive is powered by Growth Suite. Growth Suite helps Shopify store owners run smart discount campaigns that genuinely increase conversions and revenue. You can actually test it for free on your Shopify store. So let's unpack this. It feels like driving traffic to your store is getting more expensive every single day, doesn't it? Paid advertising costs just seem to keep climbing. And organic social media reach, it feels like it's constantly declining. This creates a huge pressure point for store owners. How do you consistently attract potential customers without constantly, draining your marketing budget?
What we've seen, and what might surprise you, is that the answer often lies in a truly well-executed blog strategy. Stores that strategically blog typically see 55% more website visitors. That's huge. And 67% more leads than those that don't. That's a significant difference.
It really is. It's a fundamental shift in how you acquire customers. What's truly insightful here, I think, is that a well-crafted Shopify blog strategy offers 3 critical advantages that directly counter those rising acquisition costs. First, it's all about organic traffic generation. The real secret isn't just like stuffing keywords everywhere. It's about publishing genuinely helpful, insightful content that answers the very questions your potential customers are already typing into search engines. This positions your store to capture that organic search traffic. And unlike paid ads that just stop delivering the moment you stop paying, blog content becomes an evergreen asset. It continues to work for you month after month, year after year. It's like building a perpetual marketing machine, really.
Okay, perpetual. I like the sound of that.
Exactly. And second, it provides crucial customer education. We know not everyone who lands on your store is ready to buy immediately, right? Blog content allows you to engage with customers much earlier in their journey, perhaps when they're still researching, comparing, or just learning about a problem. This builds immense trust and establishes your brand as an authority in your niche long before they even consider a purchase. And third, it offers powerful sales support. Strategic blog content can proactively address common objections, showcase product benefits and context, and, gently guide hesitant browsers closer to making that purchase decision.
That makes so much sense, meeting them where they are, education first. You mentioned that evergreen aspect, which sounds really powerful. Do you have maybe a real-world example of a brand that truly leveraged this for a breakthrough?
Absolutely. I recently worked with a small skincare brand. They were really struggling to compete against much larger companies with these massive advertising budgets. Their breakthrough came when they stopped trying to outspend their competitors. Instead, they developed a targeted blog focused entirely on skincare education, ingredient transparency, solving common skin problems, that kind of thing. Within just 6 months, they increased their organic traffic by an astonishing 340%.
Wow. 340%.
Yeah, but here's the truly impactful part. Their conversion rate from blog visitors to customers was 2.8 times higher than from any other traffic source. So this wasn't just about traffic, it was about qualified traffic that already trusted them because of the content.
Okay, 340% organic traffic increase and nearly triple the conversion rate. It's definitely not just a nice to have, like you said. That's a powerful engine. For a smaller store, though, what was maybe the single biggest challenge in making that pivot to a blog-focused strategy, and how did they overcome it?
Yeah, good question. For them, the biggest hurdle was honestly consistently creating that high quality content while juggling everything else involved in running the business. They overcame it by starting small. They focused on just one long form pillar post per month and really deeply researched what their customers truly wanted to know. It shifted their mindset from we need to post something to we need to genuinely help someone.
That's great insight, starting lean and focusing on help. Okay, so we've firmly established the why. It's clearly powerful. Now let's dive into the practicalities of setting up that foundation. Shopify comes with built-in blogging functionality, which is fantastic for store owners, right? Your blog lives right within your store, creating a seamless, cohesive experience. It automatically inherits your store's design for brand consistency, and it simplifies management since one login gives you access to both your store and your blog. Now, while it might have some limitations compared to, say, dedicated blogging platforms, maybe advanced content scheduling or author management, for most stores, the benefits of keeping everything in one ecosystem are pretty immense.
Exactly. And when setting up your Shopify blog, it's straightforward, but A few strategic decisions early on will truly save you headaches later. Shopify automatically creates a default blog called News. Now, you can create multiple distinct blogs like product guides or customer stories, but I generally recommend keeping it simple with a single blog, especially when you're starting out. The key insight here is to use tags for organization within that one blog. It just makes it far easier for readers to navigate your content rather than getting lost between multiple blog sections.
Okay, so one blog, use tags.
Mm-hmm.
Got it.
Right. Then, when you create your first post, you'll see familiar fields. A descriptive, keyword-rich title, the main content, an excerpt for listings, a featured image, and of course tags. That tagging strategy is critical. For a clothing store, tags like summer fashion, style tips, or product care work perfectly. Plan it out a bit. For design and layout, your theme typically provides templates, but you can customize further through theme settings or, if you're comfortable, by editing template files using Liquid, Shopify's templating language. Prioritize readability. Make sure your fonts and spacing are clear, especially on mobile. Ensure navigation is easy, calls to action are strategically placed, and social sharing is simple. Just a vital word of caution here, though. Don't sacrifice performance for visual appeal. Overly complex designs or really large images can seriously slow down your blog, impacting both user experience and your SEO.
That's a really important point about performance.
Definitely. And don't forget essential configuration settings. You absolutely should customize your URL structure for SEO and readability. Instead of something long and clunky, opt for clean, keyword-focused URLs like yourstorename.com/news summer-product guide. Much better. Then there's your meta information. The meta title, that's around 60 characters for search results, should be compelling and keyword-rich. And your meta description, about 155, 160 characters, basically acts as an enticing ad copy for searchers. Taking the time for these technical foundations truly sets you up for greater success down the line.
That's a lot of crucial detail on the technical side, and it sounds like those small steps up front can have a big payoff. For someone who might be a bit intimidated by all the technical setup stuff, what's maybe the one foundational setting they absolutely must get right from day one, and what's the easiest way to ensure it's correct?
I'd have to say the meta title and description are non-negotiable. They're literally your storefront in the search results. The easiest way to ensure they're correct. Always think, if someone saw only this title and description, would they know exactly what this post is about and why they should click? Keep it concise, compelling, and make sure you include your main keyword naturally. Shopify's interface actually makes it quite clear where to input these, which helps.
Excellent advice. Keep it simple. Keep it clear. Okay, so we've covered the foundational setup, but the real magic, I think, and where it gets really interesting, is in the specific types of content that actually deliver results.
Right, exactly. With your technical foundation in place, the heart of success is your content strategy. It all begins with deeply understanding your target audience. You need to know their content needs. Generic content aimed at everyone usually resonates with, well, no one. The insight here is to create detailed audience personas. Think eco-conscious Emily, who researches brands thoroughly, or maybe practical parent Pat, who seeks durable, eco-friendly kids' clothing and wants clear care instructions. Understanding their demographics, psychographics, pain points, and information needs is crucial because it directly tells you what questions you need to answer with your content.
So you're writing for someone specific.
Precisely. Once you know who you're talking to, keyword research is next. Tools like Ubersuggest, Ahrefs, or even the free Google Keyword Planner help you find high-value informational keywords. Look for question-based searches, long-tail keywords. For instance, our sustainable clothing brand might discover significant search volume for, say, how to build a minimalist, eco-friendly wardrobe. This research often reveals content opportunities you wouldn't have thought of otherwise. After that, it's about maintaining consistency with a content calendar. This isn't just a list of posts, it's a strategic plan. It needs to align with your business goals, your customer needs, and those search opportunities you found. A good content mix, which we found works really well, is roughly 20% promotional, 50% educational, and 30% inspirational content. Aim for maybe 2 to 4 high-quality posts per month. Your calendar should track things like publication dates, topics, target keywords, your calls to action, and who's assigned to write it.
That 50% educational content really stands out there. It definitely reinforces that idea of providing value first. Can you highlight maybe one content pipe you see most Shopify stores underutilizing that could give them an immediate edge?
Absolutely. I think the most underutilized yet incredibly powerful content type for e-commerce brands is problem solution content. Most stores focus on what their product is, features, specs, etc. But the real breakthrough comes from directly addressing the pain points your potential customers face, and then positioning your products as the clear, effective solution to that specific problem. For example, a sports apparel brand might write something like, solving the 5 most common fitment issues with eco-friendly athletic wear. That directly appeals to frustrated buyers and then naturally showcases their specific designs as the answer. It just drives home the product value so much more directly.
Connecting the problem directly to their solution. Smart.
Exactly. And beyond problem solution, other compelling types that deliver strong results include buying guides and comparisons. These help customers make informed decisions, and position you as a trusted advisor. Think the complete guide to choosing sustainable denim. Then there's how-to and tutorial content. This demonstrates product value, builds confidence, attracts problem solvers, something like how to care for merino wool clothing. Very practical. Another powerful type is behind the scenes and brand stories. These humanize your brand, build those crucial emotional connections, maybe from field to fabric, tracing our organic cotton supply chain. Authenticity is key there. For showcasing versatility, product use inspirations are fantastic, like 7 unexpected ways to style a convertible wrap dress gets people thinking. For all of these, though, quality over quantity is absolutely paramount. One great post is better than 5 mediocre ones.
Okay, so lots of great content ideas, but just writing it isn't enough, right? How do we optimize it?
Right, you need to optimize it for both search engines and for conversion. For on-page SEO, strategically use your primary keyword, put it in the title, the first paragraph, and at least one H2 heading. Aim for maybe 1-2% keyword density, keep it natural. Incorporate secondary keywords and those question keywords you found. Structure your content clearly with headings, H2s, H3s, short paragraphs, maybe some bullet points or lists for readability. Don't forget those technical elements we touched on, meta titles, under 60 chars, meta descriptions, 155, 160 chars, and those concise keyword-focused URLs. And a crucial, often overlooked element is internal linking. This is like a hidden superpower. It's not just for SEO juice, although it helps with that. It's how you seamlessly guide curious visitors from an educational article directly to the product page they now realize they need. It helps search engines understand your light structure and guides visitors toward conversion.
Internal linking. Okay, that's a great practical tip. What about visuals, images, videos?
Good point. For visual content optimization, image selection should be relevant and high quality, but always optimize for performance. Use tools to compress images and resize them appropriately. Don't upload massive files. For image SEO, use descriptive, keyword-rich file names, not just img1234.jpg, and always add descriptive alt text. This is crucial for accessibility and for search engines to understand the image. Consider captions, too, if you're using video hosted on platforms like YouTube or Vimeo and embed it. Don't upload video files directly to Shopify. Usually, it impacts performance. And include transcripts, great for accessibility, and gives you more keyword-rich content.
Right, optimize everything. And then the conversion part.
Yes, finally, let's talk conversion-focused elements. Don't just stick a button at the very end. Use strategic call-to-action placement. Include contextual product links within your content where it makes sense. Add mid-content CTAs, maybe in a highlighted box. And always have a clear end-of-post CTA. Make them specific and benefit-focused, like grab our organic cotton tees while the summer collection is still available. Create some urgency or highlight a benefit. For email capture opportunities, offer content upgrades like a downloadable checklist or guide related to the post in exchange for an email address. Use exit intent pop-ups sparingly, and embed inline subscription forms within the content. But always emphasize the value they get for signing up discount codes, exclusive content, early access, and integrate social proof elements. Sprinkle in customer testimonials, maybe some user-generated content, or snippets of product reviews relevant to the post topic. A post about sustainable workout wear, for instance, could include a customer quote about how well it performed during their training. And because so much traffic is mobile now, mobile conversion optimization is absolutely critical. Ensure your buttons are touch-friendly, keep forms short, and maybe use persistent CTAs that stick to the screen as they scroll on mobile.
That's a ton of actionable advice on content and optimization. Whew, it sounds like, well, a lot to manage, but also a huge amount of opportunity. This raises an important question, though. With all these detailed strategies, how do we actually track all this? And what tools can help us streamline the process and make sure we're not just, throwing content out there into the void?
That's exactly right. That's where enhancing your Shopify blog with the right apps and proper measurement comes into play. You need the feedback loop. The Shopify App Store has some fantastic blog enhancement apps. For content creation and management, you might look into apps that help with, say, scheduling posts in advance or managing multiple authors like Bloggle. If you're looking for built-in SEO recommendations as you write, there are great options there too. And for visual customization, page builders like Shogun Page Builder or Gem Pages offer powerful drag-and-drop layouts. They let you make your blog visually stunning without needing to code. For engagement and conversion, apps like GrowWave can add things like reviews and wish lists directly to your blog posts, while something like Privy helps with targeted pop-ups and email capture forms. When choosing apps, though, always consider their potential impact on your site speed, how well they integrate with your theme and other apps, and of course, the value they add versus the cost. Don't just add apps randomly.
Good point about the performance impact. So, tools to enhance and then tools to measure.
Exactly. You absolutely can't improve what you don't measure. So robust analytics and performance measurement tools are essential. Configure Google Analytics. Go beyond just page views. Set up custom dimensions, maybe content grouping to see how different blog categories perform, and track specific goals relevant to your blog. Goals like product page visits that originated from a blog post, or email signups from a blog form, or even time on page for key articles. You can supplement Google Analytics with specialized content analytics like Hotjar for heat maps, seeing where people click and scroll, or Lunky Orange for actual visitor recordings. It's amazing what you learn watching those. For search performance, Google Search Console is non-negotiable. Plus, tools like SEMrush or Ahrefs are vital for tracking your keyword rankings and finding new content opportunities. And to bring it all together, create custom dashboards. Use tools like Google Data Studio, now Looker Studio, or Databox. These let you combine key metrics in one place. You want to track both leading indicators like traffic and engagement, and critically, those business outcomes like conversions and revenue that can be directly attributed to your blog efforts.
Okay, so get the data organized so you can actually see what's working. Makes sense. What about getting the word out once you've published?
Right. Measurement is crucial, but blog promotion and distribution strategies are key to maximizing your reach in the first place. Don't just publish and pray. For social media, adapt your content for each platform. Instagram loves great visuals from your post. Facebook might be better for asking engaging questions related to the topic. Twitter can work for insightful threads summarizing key points. Pinterest needs those tall, appealing pins linked back to the post. Don't just post once either. Implement a strategic schedule. Promote new content heavily upon launch, maybe again in the first week, and then consistently promote your evergreen content over time. Encourage engagement by asking questions, running polls related to the blog topic, and make social sharing super easy with prominent share buttons and maybe even click-to-tweet features within the post.
And email. How does that fit in?
Email marketing integration is hugely effective. Build blog-focused subscriber lists by offering those content upgrades we talked about, or maybe category-specific opt-ins on your blog. Develop strategic email content formats. Send out content roundups featuring your latest posts, or maybe deep dive emails that expand on a popular blog topic. You can use email to provide exclusive content extensions like expanded examples, maybe a Q&A related to the post, or previews of upcoming content just for subscribers. And leverage your email marketing platform's automation capabilities. Things like RSS to email campaigns automatically send out new posts, or use behavioral triggers if someone reads a post on a certain topic, maybe send them related content later. It streamlines distribution and personalizes delivery.
That's a really comprehensive approach, covering everything from the initial setup right through to promotion and careful measurement. It really ties everything together nicely. The big takeaway here, it seems, is that it's not just about writing blog posts. It's about building and executing a full strategy for sustained success.
Exactly. It means embracing some core principles, really. Quality over quantity. One truly exceptional, well-researched pillar post will deliver far more long-term value than, say, 10 mediocre ones. A customer-centric focus, meaning every content decision starts with your audience's actual needs and questions, not just what you want to sell. Measurement matters because without clear KPIs, those key performance indicators and rigorous analysis, you're essentially just guessing. You're flying blind. Patience pays. Seriously, content marketing is a long-term strategy. You often won't see the full benefits for maybe 6 to 12 months, sometimes longer. It takes time to build momentum, and consistency compounds. Regular, quality publishing builds authority, search engine equity, and audience trust over time. It snowballs. So the advice is, start where you are. If you're new to this, focus on building that solid foundation first. If you already have a blog, take the time to audit it and optimize what you currently have based on these principles.
Absolutely. Your Shopify blog really has the potential to become your most cost-effective and sustainable marketing channel. It builds equity in your brand and can deliver measurable business results month after month. So here's something to think about.
Which single content type, perhaps one of those problem solution pieces, or maybe a detailed how-to guide, could you implement or optimize this week to start seeing a measurable impact on your Shopify store? And how could that one piece potentially compound over time, bringing in more and more engaged, trusting customers? This deep dive on shop strategy was powered by Growth Suite. Growth Suite helps Shopify store owners like you increase conversions and revenue by analyzing visitor behavior in real time, allowing you to deliver the right offer at the perfect moment. It helps create urgency, which is key, but does it without sacrificing your precious margins, a really powerful combination for any store owner looking to grow smartly. It's free to get started and takes just minutes to set up on your store. You can find out more and test it for free on your Shopify store. Thank you so much for joining us for this deep dive.